Well, good morning, Cape Cod. This is Darren Eldridge, the Dart Geek, and I want to welcome you to the Dart Geek Zone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got my cup of coffee and my Dart Geek Zone mug. Do you have a Dart Geek Zone mug? You do if you finish second at the 501 singles we did. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Darren Eldridge, the Dart Geek, and I want to welcome you into the Dart Geek Zone. Here we are, and we have had an amazing January. So we're going to jump right into this, and we are going to get into what was our first event of January. That was the Cape Cod Premier League Grand Finals. Boom. And here we go. So there are 5 divisions in the Cape Cod Premier League, or there were last season. It has grown. Patrick has taken this thing and just skyrocketed. So you're going to look right over here and you're going to see some of these matchups we had. We had all 5 divisions. They all played at the Yarmouth Moose Lodge. And they did this on January 4th. We had our ladies matchup. We had the number 2 seed, Rachel Emery, making it to the finals against the number 1 seed, Sue the Pink Widow Belial. I call her the Pink Widow affectionately because of her Jeep and the very beautiful artwork that is on it. So they met in the ladies' final. In the A division, we had the number 1 seed, Scott Rasmussen. Kind of new to the Cape. He's been here for a while. Plays on a championship CCDL. We'll get to that a little bit later on as we move along. But he took on Big Sal Anthony Solomini. He was the number 2 seed. In the B division, we had one of my favorite people in the world, William Smith, a.k.a. Smitty, and he took on Eric Jocelyn, who has just skyrocketed with his game. He was the number 1 seed. Billy was the number 2 seed. And in the C division, we had Todd the Mouth Moose, and he took on, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuning in or you're watching the rerun, this is not a typo, Slow-Mo Mike Silverman. Yes, he is back. He's been back with FMA and Smitty and those boys and girls in the CCDL, and he was the number 2 seed. Got to look at my handy-dandy notes. Link Gosling taught me that one in his stand-up routine. And in Double A, we had the man, the talent, taking on the legend. Michael Parks took on the legend Dennis Cotto, who was searching for a championship here as well as a championship in the Cape Cod Dart League to come up a little later on. So we want to say congratulations to all of the champions. Again, we had all 5. You can watch the rerun of the Double A finals. Mike Parks taking on the legend. We did stream that live. Look back on and you will see. And so in the end, in our ladies division, it was Royal Family member Rachel Emery who took the title home. In C division, it was Todd Moose. It took a little while to get that one done, but Todd was victorious in that. In B, Eric Jocelyn took care of Smitty and sent him packing to come back next season. In the A division, it was Scott Rasmussen who took the title from Big Sal Anthony Solomini. And Anthony would be looking for another title in the Cape Cod Dart League, famed FUPA team in Double A. And our champion in the Double A division was the one and only, the talent, Michael Parks, who took down the legend. And no, the legend was not happy about it in any way, shape, or form. I know some of you are out there thinking, hey, what happened to the Dart Geek's hair? We went out to Vegas. It looked amazing. Thank you. This is Melissa Carter and Salon 17's artwork. But this is what happens when you start to fade it out. The lovely Jen Eldridge was helping me last night. So we got a little tint. We got a little color. You're coming out to some of our events that we're going to run, and you'll see it live, and it is some beautiful coloring. So huge shout out to Salon 17. I'll mention her probably 100 times during this broadcast. So I want to give a huge congratulations to Patrick Paquette, who runs the singles league, the Cape Cod Premier League. did an amazing job with the finals, and Moose was so grateful to everything he did. His wife, Wendy, is an amazing team member, and she bakes some amazing cookies. I'm not going to lie. And we all know how the geek likes these cookies. So, but she does a wonderful job. The Moose benefited greatly. I know all the members of the Premier League benefited, and he's added a few more divisions now to the next season. It is closed, so you can't sign up. However, Patrick, you did a huge, wonderful job. So we want to say thank you to you. You can catch, like I said, the AA finals on the rerun. There is a video up there at D Productions Darts. You're watching it now, or you're watching the rerun, so you know. But we have that replay. You can also catch all the stats from that league and the finals. So if you play in your division or your league and you're coming down, you want to see where you stack up a little bit. We are all huge fans of Dart Connect, all of us. So check it out. Go to dartconnect.com. Click the little TV icon, DCTV. Make sure you lock that in so you have it at the ready anytime. And CCDL, the Cape Cod Premier League, all the Dart Geek Zone stuff that we do with the Dart Geek Squad and all our events. Porcelli's Pizza, you're going to be able to follow that, I think, pretty quick, working with Mark Sullivan and Rich Power on that. And so if you have any questions and want to catch up on everything Cape Cod Premier League, they are on Facebook, Cape Cod Premier League, and check them out. All that stuff is available, pictures, information. You can also reach Basic at basicpatrick@aol.com. As I said, spring is closed. That does not mean you won't see a pop-up LOD here or there, something to benefit the league or something like that. So that is all great, and we want to make sure that you have that opportunity. So feel free to reach out to him. Feel free to check, again, on Facebook. Time for a cup of coffee. Actually, Jen went out and got some Starbucks stuff, a little bit of dark roast. So we have a little bit of that going on this morning. So kudos, Jen. Love you. We are live from the Penthouse Suite at the 211, the Dart Geek Studios up here. So it is a wonderful morning. It's nice and it's warm too, which is, I say warm, we're in the high 30s, so or getting up to the high 30s. So anything above freezing nowadays is great. So big fan, huge fan. So so that about covers the Cape Cod Premier League. So we are going to move on. We try to keep this, somewhere an hour less if I can. Boom. Now we're moving on. Look at that. That is done by Darts Corner, and those guys were awesome to us over there. Had a little glitch with the first one, but that surround is beautiful. And there's our boys, Dart Connect. We love Dart Connect. Mac Darts. Mac Darts is one of the newest sponsors. They are sponsoring the Dart Geek Squad and all of our Dart Geek stuff. Thank you, Mac Darts. The new weekly LOD, excuse me, at Porcelli's Pizza. That's going to be every Thursday night. The Cape Cod Dart League as well. They also sponsor everything up there at the Liberal Club. So Mac Darts, Matt, Chris, those are the two boys. Big hearts to you guys. So check out Mac Darts for us. And you can let them know you're a member of the Cape Cod Dart League. Get a little bit of a discount there. So it's a new venture, so we're all working on this, but it is great. We want to welcome you into the Dart Geek Zone, and we thank Matt and Chris. So you'll see Chris. He has a place down here on the Cape, so we're hoping to get him out to some events and, get him a little something right there. Mac Darts, check him out. So January 8th, ladies and gentlemen, January 8th brought us to the Cape Cod Dart League Championships. We have three divisions. We have AA, those are the big boys and girls. Then we have A, and then we have B. We have three divisions. We do them all the championships at one venue. Again, kudos to the Yarmouth Moose Lodge. They host this for us, and we had an awesome time out there on January 8th. We do it on the Wednesday night. And again, D Productions, you can find it. The live showing of the AA finals between the famed FUPA and between Still Trippin', who was trying to get their title. And you see the bracket there, we have all. So all three divisions we had. In the B, we had Brewster Pizza Fireballs. They are the number 3 seed, but they do tout Scott Rasmussen, Cape Cod Premier League A Division champion on that team. And they were taking on the number 1 seed out of the 19th hole in Hyannis, the Dart Zombies. In A, we saw the number 1 seed from the West, the VFW Riptides, and they were out to dethrone the team that had a chance to go back-to-back, and that is the Cleat and Anchor Warriors, led by Triple T Trash Talking Tommy. Yeah, we all know Trash Talker, but he backs it up. So he's earned the nickname, and you see right there, back-to-back A Division champions, they were victorious. And Double A, we had the big showdown we all wanted, except for the other teams in Double A. They didn't want it. But we did. We got FUPA defending their title against Still Trippin', who they took the title from the previous year. Oh, Dart Geek Zone mug. You interested in one? Email DarrenEldridge100@gmail.com. Spell Eldridge right, ELDRIDGE.the baby. So we'll hook you up. We can get you out there and get you a mug. So we had what we wanted. And so we're going to run down a little synopsis of what happened. You can check out the champions and all our sponsors there. We appreciate everything that all of those folks do for us. So in the A Division tournament, I'm not going to lie, it turned real ugly real fast for the Riptides. They just couldn't get out the gate. They couldn't catch a double, and it snowballed, and the Warriors just rolled them 9-0. Trash Talking Tommy was going on, and I'm going to give him credit. You didn't. There wasn't a lot of stuff. I think at first the Warriors were like, "Hey, yeah, this is nice. This is a great league." And then as you go along, then all of a sudden you get to the point of like, "Hey, we want to roll this thing 9-0 and let's," because they were going to Double A, and they knew it and they welcomed it. So standing O to those guys, they were going win, lose, or draw, and they were all for it. So huge shout out, but they did. They just rolled it and 9-0, and so commiserations to the Riptides, and so not only did they lose 9-0, but unfortunately for those bad boys, they're going to lose. One of their members has an opportunity to take an amazing vacation. So God bless them, man. Head out there, and kudos to you and putting yourself in that position. So they were down a team member, and anyone who knows anything about the Riptides, has basically been the same group forever, I think, since the beginning of time. So so they were a man down, and he's going to come back. So they don't want this long-term thing. So now they're going to get stuck with yours truly, the Dart Geek. They think it's going to be a good thing. God only knows what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. They don't know what's going to happen. So we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. But the spring 2025, yours truly will be part of the Riptides. Haven't played out of the VFW, but I love Eddie down there. She is great to everything darts on Cape Cod. So kudos and applause there for the Brewster VFW, the bunker, the underground. But it's a wonderful place. So get on down there. Golf course right across, big huge field out there. So it's a great place for us. And Eddie and her team are amazing to us. So I digress, and we're going to go back. So in B, we had the Dart Zombies, the former C Division champions when we had a C Division, and they were the number 1 seed, shooting for a B title. And in their way was the Brewster Fireballs, and again, their captain is Jeffrey Parker. He is the Cape Cod Dart League statistician, has been for a long time. He keeps all of that stuff straight. People who qualify for playoffs, people who don't, they keep all the dues, all the player dues, everything in there. So, well done, Mr. Parker. We appreciate you, brother. And he does a great job. And lately, his wife, Christine, she's been coming around and helping with the 50-50s and other stuff at the events we do, and collecting the rosters and everything. So we love those little sidebars of the folks who help us out. So well done. And as we said earlier, they do boast the A Division Cape Cod Premier League champion Scott Rasmussen. So the Dart Zombies themselves, well, they're a bunch of Eldridges who don't know how to dot the E. They don't. They just don't dot the E. They leave it. They keep the E. I don't know why. We'll get them to spell their name right at some point. So in any event, they went out and they had a pretty good match. This was one of the more competitive matches we had that night. That was pretty good. And the Zombies won the last 3 legs, actually, of the regulation match to force overtime. So they were on a little bit of roll going into overtime, feeling pretty good. But the Fireballs were on fire. And in overtime, it really is your best against their best. And they had Scott and Jeff, who was a very good shot in his own right. So the Fireballs came out on top. They won 3 legs. They came out on top to win 9-6 to get their championship. And then they just said, that's it. We're going, just boom, boom. We're going to go right to A. So we needed somebody to get in there to A. So well done to the Fireballs. Best of luck to the Dart Zombies next season. But spring 2025, who knows what that's going to bring. So well done. Championship shirts are hopefully on the way. Ultimate Team Gear out there. Michael Miner. Hey, Mike, are you out there? No, but Ultimate Team Gear, they take care of the championship shirts for the Cape Cod Dart League, and we're very, very appreciative of you guys. Cheers from the Dart Geek. A little standing O. Big fan of Charles and Michael and that whole crew out there. So now we are going to come down to... We did the B, we did the A, and now we're down to the double A. And this is the matchup we wanted. We really did want this in the end. The last 2 champions, it was really pretty 2 strong teams right here. And although most of these guys are friends off the Yaki, you have the legend who practices with Big Sexy Mike McGuire, member of the royal family. I do refer to them. You know, you've got Debbie and Steve, and you got Mike and Rachel. So they are the royal family. Hopefully Steve comes back to play. He didn't, but he was at championship night. I saw him. I didn't get a chance to chat with him, and I do miss your brother, but he was around. So hopefully he's going to get where he needs to be and start playing, because he's one of the best throwers around. And I love just having the McGuire brothers there. But we had Big Sexy in the house, and we had the legend along with a whole bunch of other folks. And after 3 doubles 501s, which is what we play, we do 3 doubles 501s, then we do 3 crickets, then we do 6 singles, and then we go into a little overtime after that. After 3 doubles 501s and 3 doubles crickets, we were all tied up at 3-3. Of course, we expected that. And the powerhouses on each team were winning. You had McGuire and Conley, Fred, Big Fred, shout out to you. Aaron, hope everything is well with you and your lovely partner down in Florida. Hope everything's going well. And Fred and Corey, hopefully we'll see you around. I didn't even look at the rosters. I don't know. There's always a threat that he's not going to be able to make it down a lot. But you had Fred over there with Big Sexy holding strong. And then, yep, you guessed it, after the 6 singles, they ended up 6-6 again. So, generally speaking, as I said, we get down. You have to use 4 people in overtime. You do a doubles 501, then you do a doubles cricket. Nobody can play in both of those, so that has to be 4 separate people. And then we go with our 3 singles after that. So we had the legend, Dennis Cotto. And he actually had 2 overtime wins in that and was able to actually pull off the actual 9th spot. And we got Big Sexy and we got Dennis the Legend Cotto. And 2 great guys, always practice together. They do their thing. And on this night, it did turn out to be the Legend's turn. And he did sink in the winning dart, got the 9th point, and on and gone. It was a late night, I'm not gonna lie. I want to say 12:30ish, something like that. But it was a late night, and but it was a great one, and we got to break down. So kudos to the Board of Governors. It was a flawless night, and everyone got out of there. Kudos to the Yarmouth Moose, Holly behind the bar, and Ray, Bill, and Peggy, the Moose folks there, who kind of let us do what we do. They give us a lot of leeway there and let us take that place over. And so we could not be happier with that. So huge shout out and thank you. So if you didn't get a chance, every season we do this. We always end the season with all our championships in one venue. And the Moose is generally what we do, where we do it. And we will pull our banquet at the VFW. And that's where we're going to do our banquet. And you're going to see some of those dates come up. We got some flyers for those. Those have gone through here. So, there's Mac Darts. We want to give a huge shout out. And there it is. January 29th, second captain's meeting, Giant Luck of the Draw, Yarmouth Moose Lodge. Get out there. There it is. That is our banquet, March 15th. That's at the Brewster VFW. Don't miss that. And then March 1st is our league LOD. You played last season, you're in. You're playing this current season, you're in. We're going to match that pot. I say we. The Board of Governors matches that pot with your money up to $400. So you got to get out there and support it and come on out and try and win. We usually get to pay pretty deep, which is really, really cool. Boom. Now we're going to transition into, we got to host our first DGZ 501 singles. This was a PPR based on Dart Connect, and we had 3 different divisions. We basically had 40 and under, 40 to 50, and 50 plus. And we did this at the Brewster VFW. Eddie and her crowd, thank you so very much. We had a ball. It was a good time. You can see here, this is a bunch of our winners. There's Geek Squad member, the big cat, Dennis Alka right there. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the legend, holding the top 4 envelope. That wasn't good. Now you're staring at, that was the 40 and under right there. There is our 40 to 50 group. That was the largest group we had. And there's the beautiful mugs we have made. That's Vistaprint stuff, man. It comes out cool. And J3 Rings there. They in Canada, they did our cast and make those rings for us. Brothers Pizza, thank you, Mike Alker. He did the delivery for our second half. Longfellows, Melissa Hall won both of those gift certificates. And our main man, Meat Lovin', he makes it so that the Dart Geek Squad can do what they do. And there it was, gentlemen. That's our AA division right there. And Melissa Cata and Salon 17. Just go in and ask. Now right here, you can see this. We're going to pause, and we're not going to pause. So, but there's all the things we had going on there. Those are the people. And now we're going to pause. That's our next available event right there. Saturday night Dart Challenge on the 8th. Boom. So we had 49 total competitors over the whole day at the Brewster VFW. And as I said, we kicked off with our first group, which was our 40 and under division. And we had the fabulous and royal family member, Miss Rachel Emery. She was our champion. There's Jeff Parker. He was a top 4. There's Eric Jocelyn. He was a top 4. In their respective divisions. And Mr. Christopher Matheson, one of the biggest fans of the Dart Geek Zone. Everything. He shares everything. And kudos to you, Chris. Please keep sharing us around. So, but Rachel Emery won the first one. She took on John Terrio, and they both made it to the finals. And Rachel came out victorious. So she got the beautiful championship ring designed by J3 Rings in Canada. There it is right there, folks. And it was gorgeous and had some nice weight to it. So, and so we went from there, and then we went on to the next. That was our 40 to 50 range. That was the biggest group of participants we had. And in the end there, it was Matt Baker taking on. Matt Baker won over Big Sal. And I'm looking for my notes. And somewhere in the notes there in there. But we did. We had Big Sal and we had Matthew Baker. And then you see right there they are. He and Rachel Emery showing off their beautiful championship rings. And then we got down to our AA finals, and big sexy Mike McGuire, who actually showed up. And there's Rachel and John. Could barely walk. So huge Dart Geek shout out right there. Big Sal. Big Sal's got a mug right there. And there he is. And big sexy took out CJ O'Boyle. In that, you see Katie Sullivan right there, who is also a top 4 finisher. But Maddie Baker took out Big Sal, and then Big Sexy took out CJ for the championship ring. So we had 2 championship rings go to the same household, royal family members with a little more bling bling. And there is a little tease. We are putting together a cricket thing, and that might be out of Porcelli's. We're not 100% sure. We're going to have to, wait and see. We're working out some stuff, see if we've got the room. But we're going to have some more championship rings available. Look at, they're just gorgeous. I was so happy with those. I'm not going to lie. And that's why I'm talking about them so much, because I did think they were beautiful. So I also want to say, when we do the cricket, we limit these things. Same with the 01 singles that we do with the DGZ. They are pre-reg only. We limit the fields. Cricket's only going to be 16 in each one, so because we'll be limited on boards and space. So that's what we're going to try and do. Salon 17, get your hairs did. So we're going to do the same thing with cricket. So I know some people missed out. So when we say pre-reg and we put those dates out there, please, 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 please reach out. Let us know. Email me, DARRENELDRIDGE100 @gmail.com. We'll get you in. So we're hoping to expand it, and hopefully maybe some point we get to do some qualifying ones to qualify for a championship at the end. So if you or your company wants to sponsor any events or be a sponsor of the DGZ and you want to join Mac Darts and the Cape Cod Dart League in the DGZ, please let us know, and we'll get you in. The Dart Geek Squad's always looking for some help. And we're fortunate to have some folks, the 3 of us, me, Meat Lovin', Captain Shark, and of course our queens, Melissa Hall, Christine Baker, and Peckerhead, Christian Burrows. We also are taught and always have the help, and we can't thank her enough, Anna Moretti for the Minuteman Dart League, Dart Tournament Director Extraordinaire, and having her available to us is huge, and we are available to Anna, so she knows it. We have let her know, so we are huge fans, and hopefully we'll be able to do stuff. We're huge fans of the Liberal Club, Dean Mansfield and Chuck Gregory and that whole team over there, so we hope to get up there and do some more stuff, and we do. We want to get out there and do some streams. If you've got something, please reach out. We're trying to make a little bit, and that's going to lead us right into my next segment, which is going to be boom shakalaka, yeah, baby. We're talking about Vegas. And Vegas was unbelievable. We had so much fun in Vegas. So one of the goals of the Dart Geek Squad this year, moving through 2025, is to get our fun, because I need Meat Lovin' out there with me to do what we do. So we want to try and do some remote stuff, and you can see some pictures here, and everybody was down with talking with us and getting on camera, and but it is going to take a little bit. So that is one of the main goals, hopefully, of the Dart Geek Squad, is to bring my man Meat Lovin' with me. So we do 50-50s. We do some other stuff. We have some wonderful sponsors who help us out with cash and prizes, as well as equipment and other things. But one of the goals of the Dart Geek Squad is going to make that. And we're going to get Meat Lovin' and get that as a business venture trip out there. He needs to be there. Everybody loves him. And I know Andrea and her partner were like, hey, where's Meat? I need a little liquor run. If you know and you were at which city, then you know what we're talking about. So in any event, that's part of it. We also raise money to have prize funds and those lovely championship rings, and to promote and do some of the stuff we do. We love our dart players here. We want to get all that word out there. DPFL is another thing. Boom, boom. No, here we go. You saw it. So The Geek went out there. Jen did not go, and Royal Family members Rachel and Mike didn't go. So I was out there solo. Haha, Stoner, we missed you. That's a great shirt, though. I'm not going to lie. So I was out there solo, and you might say, "Oh my God, that's dangerous." Nah, it's not. I'm too scared to gamble anything. So it's a pretty simple trip for me. And you know, I am the Dart Geek. I live the Dart Geek world. So you can see I was just in heaven. So we did get Basic Patrick and Wendy. They came out. Yeah, it was a good time. They came out, got to have some lunch with them and hang out and meet a bunch of people. Patrick played both in the Nationals and in the LVO, so we both had a chance to go. The Las Vegas Open boasts a gold and silver WDF, so we have people from all over the world. You saw some pictures there with Dita Hedman. Oh, there it is, right there. That is our homegrown hero, Asia Jalbert. Amazing young lady, hell of a dart player. And oh yeah, right there, highlight of the weekend, hanging out with Dita and Paul and spending some time. We got a little autograph on our Dart Geek Zone. People will see that. That's the beautiful stage. And there it is, Aaron and Asia. Love that Jalbert family. Love you guys. So, as I said, a silver and a gold event, which means those folks came from all over North America, all around the world, because that gold event gives you a straight shot, boom, pass, go, collect $200 and go straight to the lakeside. And that's a beautiful thing. So, I did play in the gold. That was the only event I played. Patrick played a whole bunch of stuff with Kevin Flannery. Got to meet his brother. That was nice. So they came out. So Patrick played in the Nationals. Then he played in the gold event. I'm not sure if he played in the silver, but he definitely played doubles with Kevin. There's our national team. Part of it right there. So Kevin and Patrick both went a couple rounds in theirs. The Dart Geek actually got his first win ever. Thrilled to go out there to Vegas and actually win a match. So we had a great time. And as I said, we had the Nationals. So there was the gold WDF winner right there, Dita Hedman. Dart Connect, of course, they run everything on Dart Connect. Dustin Story, Britain, there's Dustin right there. And Brittany, and I call her a biatch. I did tell her how we do it out here, but it said Brittany bitch on her shirt, so I'm not speaking out of context. And of course, they had Anna Moretti out there helping them. You know, they know greatness with the Demers family and the youth events, and Jackie Robinson out there, the beautiful wife of the Buffalo, and the rest of the ADO team. We got a little interview with Jim real quick talking about some nationals, so you don't even have to travel to do that. So we're going to throw that out there as a little blip. There's Patrick right there. That was his group. The man all the way to the left. Yeah, right there. You see the boom, shakalaka. That thing, he made that, and it was pretty cool. Those guys were from LA, so I hope you guys had a safe trip back and that things are calming down. So, you know, God bless everybody out there. So we're going to get on. The national champion saw... good Lord. Yes, Alex Spellman. Alex Spellman took on the milkman, Elliot Milk. He won that. Our very own New England grown Asia Jalbert was our ladies national champion. You can catch an interview Dart Geek did with her after she was the DPNE ladies 2024 champion last year. Just had their first event as well. And yeah, you can catch the Dart Geeks interview with Asia, and Taylor Almeida joined us for that as well. Got to work with her dad at the Witch City. Hopefully we'll have another chance this year. So Asia was the ladies champion. Alex Spellman was the men's. David Cameron took the WDF gold champion, and Dita Hedman was the gold for the ladies. So Chris Lightning Lim, he took the silver, and I'm not sure who got the ladies silver. That is very, very bad. So I should have paid more attention, and that's not even with my notes. But I do want to give a shout out to a couple of team members. There's the Team Stoner Eldridge shirt. Look at that. TheDJD.com. Tammy Kelly right there shot great in singles. I was able to score her first match. And then she and Mustang Sally, yes, they went on in the doubles and had a great run. It was nice to see part of Cape Corruption out there and representing in Vegas. So good time. There's Andrea Taylor right there. She was also the points leader for 2024 for the ladies. And Soldier Leonard Gates was the leader for the men out there. And I also want to give a quick shout out. As I said, you can see Dart Connect does everything out there. We use it. I was very fortunate that Greg and the Dart Connect crew invited me along. It was an amazing time out to dinner with you all. Got to meet a fantastic family from Ireland. They were great, and it was awesome to meet them. Two beautiful kids who played in singles all weekend long. Kirsten and Mark. And, of course, Greg Tong, who, he's one of the three people that you blame for all of this mess. Greg is one of them with Adam Skizrock. So, and, of course, Beefer. That's our Cape Cod rep down there. Now you can blame Meat Lovin' too. So, but in any event, we got to go out to there. We got to do the Fremont experience. You got to get out there. I want to see a whole bunch of people from Cape Cod out to Vegas next year. So, Greg, you guys are awesome. We love Dart Connect. Everybody loves Dart Connect. So I mentioned that I got a little time with ADO President Jim Widmeyer. Got to meet his lovely bride and chat with her. So that was a huge win. And get out there and support it. We need help, especially now. We've got our own New England champion. Asia is just running the table. So let's support her and get out there. Darts has taken a huge leap in the last 10 years. So let's get it out there. I want to be, an almost 70-year-old Dart Geek doing this and hopefully having a couple of world champions out there. So all of the results are available on DCTV. And I told you how to get there, that little logo, dartconnect.com. All of these live matches, everything you see here with the pictures and everything else, USA Darts, man. I'm going to tell you something. Jen Mounts, Will Stewart, Nick DeShera, Sean Green, you guys are amazing, and I'm a huge fan. I spend most of my time out here stalking those folks and just trying to copy stuff they do. So go to USA Darts. You can see just about everything. They break it down into nice highlights for you, interviews, the matches, behind the scenes. I wasn't able to stalk Will as good as I usually am because they actually put him in their own room this year. So they moved him, which is probably better for them. And they were out there doing interviews. I did snag a couple things, and Jen was nice enough to give me the green light with a little, start the year off. You got to get a little bit of new equipment. So watch what those guys did. So we're going to give something a try. But they're amazing. So check out USA Darts for all the videos and interviews and any matches you missed. You want to see that match where Asia Jalbert wins? Go check it out. You want to watch that Elliot Milk, Alex Spellman match? Go check it out. You want to see the David Cameron match, the Dita Hedman match? Check it out. They got everything. It's all there. You can see everything right there. And Dustin Story, well done. Jim Widmeyer, well done. ADO, you guys did a great job. Brittany and Anna, well done to going out there. And they do. They recognize the people they need, and it takes a huge amount of people to pull that thing off. And it's a great way to start 2025 off. So we did come back and from Vegas eventually. And when we came back from Vegas, we started a We came back from Vegas, and we immediately had the Brewster Pizza Monday Night Luck of the Draw Meat Lovin'. And y'all know he runs that. Brewster, Mass, $5 to get in. Bar matches the pot. And, we'll have that bad boy up there in a second anyways. But we have a brand new one. This is Porcelli's Pizza. Now, Porcelli's is, for those of you old-timers, is the old cousins. And if you look at these pictures, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, look at that. A couple different. They put in some windows, brightened up the place. Ellie and Jim right there are the owners. And they're amazing. That's next week's right there, January 30th, Thursday night. We'll be down there. Mac Darts outfitted them in down there. So Mac Darts is really stepping up. But Porcelli's Pizza in Yarmouth every Thursday night. Sign-ups will be 6 to 6:45. It is a $10 buy-in. And you look in that flyer. You can also find that, on Facebook, Cape Cod Dart League. Little gray tab there says events. Click on it. All our events are up there. And this one too. So Thursday nights, 6 to 6:45 sign up. Promptly at 7 p.m. this will kick off. And there's a chance we might even be running this week's on Dart Connect using the My Events, because those guys want to get Dart Connect certified. Talking to you, Mark Sullivan. So hopefully we're going to get that rolling. We'll see. But Jim and Ellie are great. They threw in a gift card. We got the raffle off. Cody Brown, visiting nurse, actually came in first place. Ended up with, the Big Cat as his partner. And Cody, soft tip player, travels with a gram board. He and his lovely bride are traveling nurses, and they're here for a little while. Thank you both very, very much. But they came down, and we also had two other, I forget their names and I apologize, but there were two guys who just kind of looked and saw it and came in. So yeah, we want all the newcomers, come on down. So, but Jim and Ellie added $50 to the pot. We had 28 shooters. They threw in a gift card, giant pizzas. They threw out 4 of them, which was over what they said they were going to do. And it's beautiful. They have 5 boards permanently up. And as I said, we're talking with them about perhaps doing a little cricket thing. And we'll have to shift some things around, but we want to expand and we want to be able to do events in every single venue that wants us. So they're super willing. They're going to start providing some pizzas at some DGZ events. The DGZ squad, we go down there and help them with this. Mark Sullivan, Rich Power, Katie Sullivan was on the sign up and taking sign ups and getting that straightened out. And she was very lucky to have Melissa Hall, CCDL Board of Governor, Dart Geek Squad member. She, Christine Baker, are queens. Queens of the lodge, as we call them, when we have our events, and they're amazing on the reg table and just getting all that organized. Melissa's also the CCDL secretary, so she keeps everything in order so that we can know what's going on, and at the meetings she is the person what's in charge, and she allots us so much time for each event and keeps it rolling, which keeps our meetings nice and short and allows us to stay streamlined. So a lot of hats Melissa wears, but she does a great job, and we could not do it without her. So kudos to you, Melissa, and the whole Cape Cod Board of Governors. They do an amazing job. So, and they also let us use equipment, DGZ, Porcelli's Pizza, Brewster Pizza, and we in turn run their events and stream stuff. So it's a great, great little marriage. And the Cape Cod Premier League now, Basic, he's part of that and jumping in. So we love new venues and new people. So Porcelli's, thank you. Our champions were the Big Cat, Dennis Alker. I told you he was with new player Cody Brown. I think he's going to show up at a couple of these when he and his bride can get a night off. They came in first, and we had some lovely other top 4 finishes. Linda Bedard and her partner, and I'm waiting for that picture to come around because I honestly can't remember who Linda played with. But Mike Murphy. I think it was Linda Bedard and Mike Murphy, and they came in second. It was a great battle all the way to the end. There it is next Thursday, so don't miss it. Get on down there. You want to get in early. Mac Darts, again, big sponsor, did a lot of stuff. You can see what they offer. And there they are right there. The Big Cat, Cody Brown, Linda Bedard, and you could see him, Mike Murphy. And there's Smitty and Eric right there. Those two are partners. Big Sal and the plumber, Ed Kuna. There's Melanie Boyne. I just love that shot. That they let me put my stuff up there. You can see Philip Warren Moss the 4th right there. And we do want to give a huge heart and a huge shout out. If you're saying some prayers today, please put Lisa Moss in there. Little setback. I let Phil, so check it out. Phil Moss, he puts up a little thing each and every time. So Lisa, we love you. We're thinking of you. If you do pray, please throw one out there. I do. And we throw a little one out there for Lisa because we want you back. Season starting, so we got to have the Mosses out there. So Philip Warren Moss the fourth. We love you and Lisa. So cool. Okay, so quick little. And I also wanted to give out a huge little shout out here to the Minuteman team, which benefited the Dart Geek greatly. Did not throw one dart for this team, and they just missed out on going to the state finals. They made it to the Final Four, Cape Corruption, C Division, MMDL, and Tim Meat Reynolds, Meat Lovin', he's a catalyst for that team, and he represents wholly what Cape Cod is about. So if you have the opportunity to meet him, you have been a true Cape Codder with a big heart. So our Cape folks are Meat, Rachel Emery, Jillian Richmond, and Jeremy Curran. And they travel. They had to go to Salem for that last match. So God bless them. And then we rounded out with Tammy Kelly and Sally Kelly. Yep, that was part of Cape Corruption. That was out there in Vegas. Of course, you know Sally, Mustang Sally. She travels all over. And Tammy Kelly, a little tidbit, Tammy is looking for a nickname. So you got a good nickname for Tammy, let us know. And then we have, rounding it out, Paul Kirby, the King, Jimmy Spinoza, and Roger the Bald. Roger, I don't even know if I ever asked you how to pronounce your last name, but Roger, he's one of the directors up there at the Rockland Eagles Club, and amazing club. So if you're up there, great place to play. We also want to welcome in Mike Kirby. Cape Corruption will be going up to B Division, and so Mike Kirby's going to join the team. He's going to play with his dad, which I think is awesome. The Dart Geek will be there in spirit and always watching on Dart Connect because, yep, Minuteman, Cape Cod Premier League, and Cape Cod League all run on Dart Connect. So DCTV, you can follow along anytime you want. We love Dart Connect. That's just the way it goes. So I want to be very clear because we're huge fans and we're very, very lucky to have Dart Connect, and Greg Tong so right there for us, and Dean Mansfield so right there for us. So use them all the time. Yeah, my Link Gosling notes right there. Boom. So I also want to give a quick and huge shout out, because one thing that was slipping under the Dart Geeks radar with all the stuff going on, and I do love January, but it's busy as all crazy heck, was the DPNE event number 1, and that was at the Franco-American. And what I'm going to do here is bada boom, bada bing. We're going to transition. I'm going to let you look at some stuff we got right here. These are all the upcoming things here on Cape Cod. But they had the DPNE event number 1, and Scott and Jen and Jay, well done. Thank you for doing this tour again. This is our feeding system. I like to say our Cape Cod Premier League feeds the DPNE. The DPNE feeds the CDC, and Anthony and L. David and Peter and Jeff. And, we love the CDC, but it's all a feeding system. So that's why I do this. My little part of trying to get our local Cape Cod, especially in the South Shore. I want our talent out there. I want people to see it. I want people to have opportunities. You're looking to sponsor some dart players? I'd love to get some Cape Cod people sponsored. I got one or two who are actually, I think, our sponsorship a way of having a little time to do this. But, I do. I'm very particular about our Cape Cod players. So, but in any event, we need that. So Scott Estel, Jen Papalato, and Jay Wah, thank you. You guys are amazing. So it was held at the Franco. The Franco is an amazing place to play, and Putz and his crew up there are great. You saw Vegas. You saw Jimmy T. Yep, Jimmy T sighting in Vegas. And so they did their first event up there. Defending champion Asia Zhao. But I told you, look in the reruns. Dart Geek, great interview right after she won her championship up there. She's just flat out one of the best players in New England, period, let alone the fact that she's a lady. So we will see her on the WDF stage across the pond. There's no doubt in my mind. And we could see her on the world stage. She's that good, and can be that good. So and a great person. Love Aaron. Great dad, and just love hanging out with those folks. So hands down, wonderful people. And Asia was, of course, defending her title and was a 6-3 winner over Patty Walls. We love Patty, fixture in darts in New England. So well done, Patty, to get to that final and event number 1. I'm sure this is not the first time nor the last time those two will meet. And in the men's division, I'm a big fan of band in Boston, David Walsh, and his little videos. So I've seen his little videos, and I've seen a couple other little videos that they all kind of go back and forth. So I call him in Vegas. I have not really seen a lot of what he does. I am also a huge fan of David Fathom. So he was in Vegas, and I do get a kick out of his little videos. So as I said, Will Stewart and that whole USA Darts thing, they are amazingly helpful. And the same is true for David. He just, same thing. He'll talk to you and let you know. But Walsh, I love your videos. I look forward to them. I'm not a huge Dunkin' Donuts fan by any stretch. I make my own at home. I'm a Folgers guy, but seriously, the times you get into your truck, I just don't get it. But in any event, Dave Walsh made it to the finals, and he took on defending champion Levi Remick, and huge fan of Levi too. You know, awesome dad. Love he and Kim. I think they're great people. The kids are nice, and that boy can play, and that's just the bottom line. And you know, he's not super flashy, kind of quiet, you know, little fist pumps here and there when he knows he's had a good shot. And so I want to drag a little more because I like a little pointing at the camera. So, but imagine that, me pointing at the camera. What are the odds? So in any event, it was Levi Remick 8-5 over Dave Walsh, and it was a great game. And I did catch it live on Dart Connect again. DC TV, man, you can see things all over the place. I was able to watch that in live time, so it was a great match, and those guys did an amazing job. So we've had a few people in here watching live. Thank you. Big hearts. I love you all. Please check out the other stuff we got going on. I'm going to real quick go over here to my left and make sure that I haven't forgotten anything, and we do. So we're going to transition here. Bada boom, bada bing. Get out of studio mode because this is it. We have been going for 54 minutes and counting, and I didn't do too bad. I think I kind of got most of all of this stuff covered. So I thank you if you watched live. Oh my goodness. And if you watch us on the rerun, I can't thank you enough either. Give us a like, give us a share, help us out. And if you need an event streamed, give us a call. We're available. DARRENELDRIDGE100@gmail.com. You can hit us up on the Book of Faces, Facebook, Cape Cod Dart League page, Cape Cod Premier League page, Dart Geek Zone open page, and D Productions. We got it all out there. We're trying to hit you from everything. YouTube at D Productions Darts. Please, you know, down here, we need all of the likes, all of the shares. We thank you so much. It really does help if you can do that. Hey, mugs, we can have them available. Right now in our singles, we got those and we got the rings. And so we always try to come up with a little fun way to do stuff. So we had fun. Watch for our Jim Widmeyer interview, and let's get some qualifiers going. Get these ADOs, get some people reasons to go out to Vegas. Please plan on Vegas. I'm telling you. And support everything out here. We've got the Witch City coming up. Port City is like right there in February and is amazing. We've got a lot of opportunities. DPNE, Port City, Witch City, all these major tournaments. CDC will be at the Port City. You can get up there. So get out there, support them, support your players, and And we appreciate your support, as do they. So you know how we end. We're getting close. 56. I wanted to keep it under an hour, and I'm going to get there. So huge thanks to my wife, Jen, who puts up with us. You are amazing. Huge shout out again to Salon 17. You want to see what color fuchsia the hair is? Well, you know what? Come out February 8th. Okay? Boom. We want to thank both these folks right here. That's McNards. Ooh. February 8th. So come on out to the Moose. Monday night, you're going to be at the Monday Night Luck of the Draw at Brewster Pizza with me, Lovin'. 7 o'clock, sign up 7:30, start $5, bar matches the pot, get a little dinner, have a little fun. I think Walter will more than likely be on the bar. Royal Family, Rachel Emery probably be in the house. And some of the other folks, Ed the Plumber, you know, who knows? Maybe Cody and his wife will get down there. They talked about it. So as we wrap up here, you know what we do. Do me a favor. Please be the reason somebody smiles today. It's going to make you feel good. It's really going to make them feel good. And just for an itty bitty piece of time, you know you've made this world a little better place. And I thank you for that. So, appreciate you watching. Dart Geek out.